خير. والحسن نعم. Did he just give you a job? Say Bismillah. إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد فأقول لكم أهل وسهل ومرحبا بكم. We just want to welcome everyone out with an ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum as we continue on with our family Arabic class. Alhamdulillah. ولقد وصلنا إلى الدرس التاسع, and Alhamdulillah we have reached lesson number 9. To be specific, الدرس التاسع باء. الدرس التاسع باء. Basically, lesson number 9, the second part. Because الدرس التاسع ينقسم إلى القسمين. Because الدرس التاسع جزاهم الله خير, it separates up into how many parts? Into 2 parts. نعم. الدرس التاسع ألف والدرس التاسع باء. In الدرس التاسع ألف, الهدف من الدرس, we go from this particular lesson is all about 2 main points. وهو النعت, and it is النعت. And النعت is the adjective. النعت is the adjective. And for those that know that when you are focusing and learning the النعت, you also have to focus upon and understand what is the man'ut. What is the object that is being described by the adjective? We covered that last week. We covered that last class, along with the understanding of what? The principle, al-qa'idatu, التعلق بالدرس التاسع, which is connected to lesson number 9. وهو القاعدة, and it is the principle, النعت. النعت or النعت يتبع المنعوت. النعت يتبع المنعوت. That the نعت, it follows the منعوت, it follows the noun that it is describing. Right? It follows the noun that is described. And we learned in last class, في التأنيث, with regards to what? Its femininity, ainam, or its masculinity as well, meaning it follows the gender. It follows the gender. If that which we are describing, nam, has the gender of being feminine, then that adjective has to be feminine. If it has the gender of being masculine, then that adjective has to be what class? Has to be masculine. For in the naut to yattabi' min'ut, because the naut, it follows the noun that it is describing. We learned that with examples, with tadbiq, with application in the last class. As well as we took in those words, which is referred to as al-wasfu. In al-wasfu, ay an-na'tu. The wasfu is what class? Is an-naut. And the naut is the wasf. The adjective is referred to in Arabic as an-naut. But there's also another type of adjective that was introduced in lesson 9. It is known as al-wasfu. And al-wasfu also means what class? An adjective. Is that clear? However, these types of adjectives, they have certain characteristics as it comes. Al-wasfu, right? مختوم بالألف والنون زائدتان. The wasfu or the adjectives that have an additional what class? Aleph and nun. Remember? Now, فلا ينون, and they do not take tanween. They what class? They do not take tanween. They're always going to end in dhamma, never tanween. This is one of those exceptions to the rules from the main point that I've been teaching you since lesson 1, which is al-asl fil ism at tanween. The foundation, any noun is the what class? It's the tanween. That's the starting point. But these are the exception to the rules where their starting point is one doma and not tanween. Similar to the feminine names that women take on to name themselves with. Aisha to Fatima to, right? Zainabu, Mariamu. Only in what? One doma and not tanween. These adjectives that end with an additional aleph and noon, they also do not take tanween. And this is what we covered yesterday from the review before we get into, as we say, the meat and potatoes of the rest of lesson 9, which of course is a Dutch not aleph, but rather ba. Is everybody with me? So as we always love to do, class, we always like to have a nice little icebreaker with a review and some vocabulary words. So I'm going to ask you the vocabulary word. You're going to say that vocabulary word back to me, and then you're going to translate it. That's pretty simple. That's pretty simple. Tayyib, I say, you translate. I say, you translate. Easy. Now, easy. Now, طيب, after me, class. المكتبة. تفضل. ممتاز. Class, after me. الآن. نعم ممتاز. Class, after me. المروحة. تفضل. المروحة. 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 المونس. المروحة. طيب. المروحة. كلاس. المروحة. تفضل. نعم الله أعلم. نسوا الآن. المروحة. ممتاز. The fan. ممتاز. كلاس after me. المستوصف. المستوصف. تفضل مجاهد. هو المستشفى. وش المستشفى؟ المستوصف. ممتاز. Sometimes you gotta go to clinic. ولا المستشفى, not the مستشفى. طيب إن شاء الله. That pocket might not be right. المدرسة الثانوية. المدرسة الثانوية. Come on class. المدرسة الثانوية. Come on one more time. المدرسة الثانوية. What does that mean? عبد العزيز. المدرسة الثانوية. الحمد لله. Yes, that's correct. المدرسة الثانوية. المدرسة الثانوية. المدرسة الثانوية. المدرسة الثانوية. نعم تفضل. ماذا؟ لا يا أخي. المدرسة الثانوية مجاهد. We don't talk like that in America. ممتاز. That's what it's translated as though in the book. Secondary, I know. Oh, so we're saying high school? I wanted for how we talk here. Yeah. Yeah. It's second. I didn't know what to refer to anyway. No one says secondary school. Yeah, when talking about I'm going to secondary school, South Philly High. No one talks like that. You're right. Secondary school, Germantown. I went to Germantown High School. What y'all talking about? Come on, let's get it right, man. I was from the G. You was from the P. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. Let's get it right. Come on, man. You know, they translated in the language of the people you understand. They're gonna be like, it's more stuffy. What are you talking about? Got people going to chat GPT to understand what secondary school means. Now, Bilal, them, the brothers over the pond, that's what they say secondary school. We don't talk like that. Now, inshallah. Barakallahu fikum. I wanted you guys to get to that point so you can laugh at yourselves and alhamdulillah know how it is, because when it's go time, y'all got to be ready. You know what I mean? You all right? Okay. Inshallah, barakallahu fikum. Come on, everybody with me. Al-Waziru. Al-Waziru. Anybody? Al-Waziru. Mumtaz. Come on, everybody. Shahirun. Shahirun. What does Shahirun mean? Oh, you got all the answers now. I see. He started at everything. Faddo, Shahirun. Mumtaz. Mumtaz. Welcome back. He said famous. Yeah, the boy Shahirun. Yeah, he famous. Hopefully for the right things. So anyway, Wazir, the minister, the minister. Yeah. We, Minister of Interior and all that. Minister of Interior. What type of minister? Like like a prime minister or minister of a particular. He's responsible for a particular a quarter in a particular nation or aspect or area. He's a wazir of this or that. He's the minister of this. He's the minister of intelligence. You know. Yeah. I don't believe it's that. No, it's being responsible in like in the state of like politics and so on and so forth. Somebody like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the wazir, as well as we'll make a joke, like the Arabs always make a joke, right? So if you get a call from your wife, right, you'll tell everybody, I just got a call from the Ministry of Interior. Wazir to Dakhili. So when you say Wazir to Dakhili, everybody cracks up like, oh, I see you, man. Hassan. Come on, Hassan. We miss you. Nah, so is everybody clear? You can pop that joke when you need to. You pop that joke. You can see what the shake, shake. I'm sorry, was it that? He called me. Shake's gonna crack. I'm like, I'm really not my Allah. And that little joke. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And she is definitely the minister of an area of what? Of the interior of your home. You better understand that. If you don't know it, you better figure it out now. Give her her right, man. Let her have her say. Go ahead, girl. You got all that. I'm gonna go to the masjid. Hopefully, by the time I come back, you be done. All right. You know what I'm saying? So again, everybody say hadun. Hadun. Now hadun, and alhamdulillah, I was reviewing for the class, and the opposite of hadun is, hold on, I'm gonna tell you, is right. Kalilun. Kalilun. Because they ask you to bring sakin hadun. And sakin is knife. Hadun is the type of a knife that they want you to bring. It's describing the type of a knife. And he says, well, akhir, and bring another knife. Like, it's something called al-wasa'ilu for these lessons. And al-wasa'ilu, as it comes in the teacher's manual, they are the teaching tools that you should bring to class so that you could teach the class in all Arabic without really needing to use English. So they tell you to bring certain things to the class for that particular lesson to help people to understand the words and the principles in this lesson. And what they tell you to do is bring a real knife to class, right? It's right here. That's sharp. Hadun. Hadun means what, class? Right. And then they said, wal akhir. And the other one, kalil. And kalil means what? Like it's not sharp, rather it's what? It's dull. Exactly. Khalil. No, calf. Khalil. I can write that. I was very impressed. I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. So we got, we'll put it here. We got Sikinun. Sikinun. What class? Hadun. In what? Sikinun what? It says what? It says ka. Khalil. Khalilun. I ain't gonna lie, it's the first time I've seen that word. Khalil? Yeah. How's it used again? I've been using and teaching this system for years. So this is a sharp knife. That's the opposite. And when you teach this class, teaching lesson 9, teachers out there, those who are here presently live and those who may hear the recording, when you're teaching this lesson, bring an actual butcher knife or whatever kind of knife you like, a chopping knife, all right? That is what? Sharp. And then you can get into it like, right? You bring the one that's what? Khalil will be like, oh, this ain't nothing. Then you bring the one that's what? You be like, Hadun. I mean, you might want to bring an apple. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Then bring Sakin on what? Khalil. Be like a butter knife or something. And this ain't cut. What in Kullu Nas what? Everybody's gonna say, oh, Hadun is sharp, right? And Hatta yafham So you always want to bring examples of what? That you could achieve this without the use of what? Of English. You know? Remember, as I always tell you, anytime you're teaching a language, never use language one to teach that language. Language one, as referred to for those people who teach I went to TEFL class or tussle class. TEFL class is teaching English as a foreign language or teaching English as a second language. They always say, never use language one to teach that language. Use the language, right? That you're trying to teach them as a medium to teach that language, right? So I shouldn't be speaking to you guys in Arabic if I know Arabic and I'm trying to teach you English. I should just use straight English. But you know me, I will go overseas. I went overseas, went back over to Medina and Saudi. I ain't gonna lie, I was speaking to him. We standing up, but you're really not supposed to. You want total immersion to really achieve a certain quality of a student. Now I can't drive that point enough because there are plenty of people that really feel as though, man, I just can't do it. I ain't going to that class hard. No, that's what you should strive for. Fight to have that experience and see if you can do it. Eventually, you'll be able to do it. Because I guarantee you, in the University of Medina, we're utilizing their system for learning Arabic. None of the colleges that the people have an option to go to when they graduate from the language program, none of the colleges are English speaking. Once you go, it's you in the Arabic Ocean now. Ain't no coming out. No air. All right.
So they only speak Arabic.
Yes. The most important thing I think that we can't emphasize enough is it can be done. You can do it. You could learn it like that, and that's the goal. So after that, and after us covering Hadon in Khalilun, and I want everybody to make sure they look up Hadon and look up Khalilun, and have your fun with it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn to Ad-Dars Tasi'u Ba. We're gonna turn to the book and turn to Ad-Dars Tasi'u Ba. Nam. After me. Page 50. 50. وجزاء. نعم. أنتم معي؟ قربوا. Inshallah, he'll give you a link. You can pull it up on your phone. طيب أنتم معي؟ مستعدون؟ اوكي طيب بعدني أين المدرس هو في الفصل. Now before we get into this and read this, الهدف, the goal من درس التاسع باء, the goal of الدرس التاسع باء is what? Is ثلاثة. There are what? ثلاثة أمور. All right? There are three affairs. The first affair, do me a favor, pass me that stick. It's right behind. أي نعم أحسنت جزاكم الله خير. I can't. Anyway, playing too much. So and now to. Okay, this is the first one. And now to is clear. And now to means what? The adjective. Okay. And now to. Now it's and now to. Everybody say ma'a. And now to ma'a. And now to ma'al min'uti. So it's the now with the min'ut, with the object is being described. Okay, so that's two words, right? One word that we're talking about is the now, which is the adjective, and the other one is the what class? The min'ut, which is the other noun. That's what class? That's being actually described. That's the one that is the object. It's being described. Is that clear? Okay. Now, so along with that understanding, we know an-now, we know al-min'ut. You with me, Hassan? Okay. طيب. And it's what class? It's with the min'ut that is what? Al-mahalla bi alif wal lam. Al-mahalla bi alif wal lam. Now what mahalla means, it actually has on it. It is actually written, right? In a form that is what? Ma'rifah. It's ma'rifa, it's definite, and it's been made definite with what class? Al-Qulan. Now, anybody that knows has been with us since the beginning, that's lesson 3. Medina book 1. We covered how to do that, how to add alif lam to the noun. So what if you want to describe, right, with a noun, a min'ud, and that min'ud has alif lam? What happens when it's like that? We're going to cover that in today's class. Is that clear? Is that clear? So along with that, describing with a noun, a min'ud that has alif lam, we're also going to deal with what class? Everybody say al-na'tu. Everybody say al-majruru. Al-na'tu al-majrur. And al-na'tu al-majrur is in the case when you want to describe a min'ud utilizing a noun, and that what? That min'ud is what class? It has kasra or kasra tanween. It's majrur. It's majrur because it came after a dharf al-makan, or it's majrur because what class? Because fi came upon it. It's majrur because all the reasons on why a noun would be majrur would take a kasra, right? And you want to go further and now do what class? Describe it with a noun. What do I do when that happens? What does that look like? How do we implement that? We got you. We're going to help you. This is the goal of ad-dars at-tasi'u ba, the second part. Last but not least, we need to talk about what class. Everybody say al-ismu. Everybody say al-mawsulu. Now I know we got al-ismu ishar, right? But now we got what class? We got al-ismu al-mawsul. Now, of course, al-ismu ishara is the what? Pointing down. But this is the what? This is the ism that is what? Al-mawsul. Now, al-mawsul is from wasada yuwassilu. Means to do what class? To do what class? To connect. Right? One thing with another thing. Using what? Using al-ismul mawsul to do it. What is going on? Well, I thought that ismul mawsul alladhi, which is the word that we're talking about. When we say ismul mawsul, and I'm grabbing the red mark. When we say ismul mawsul, all right, we are talking about alladhi. Talking about what class? Alladhi. Alladhi. And alladhi, lahwa, can mean what class? Which? Look at the board. Alladhi, stay with me on the board, class. Everybody get out their books. Come on, I just looked and everybody was in their books. Come on, y'all, stay with me. And I'm talking about notes, the book, everything. That was everywhere, but here. Ismul mawsul, I got y'all. All right, you can ask questions you don't understand. Everybody, alladhi means what? It can mean what? Which? Or it can mean what? As Hassan said, or it can mean who. And we definitely mean which masculine. Because there's a which feminine too. All right? And we're going to deal with that. There's even a plural form of this. Yeah, you get this, you get it all the time. Alladina. Ya ayyuhalladina, right? Anyway. Little peep at it. All right? For the future. All right? So again, it can mean which or who. Abdul Aziz, go.
Ismul
Mawsul.
the noun that connecting.
You really just gotta translate it, right? I got you.
I got to. So
no, you don't. No, what you want to do is memorize the execution of the principle. Okay. Ismul mawsul means this execution. Okay. The ismul mawsul returns back to this word, which can be translated to return. So ismul mawsul, when you think ismul mawsul, you think of what? What does alladhi mean? Is everybody with me? Everybody got it. All right. And I got you. Once you, do I got to do what I did yesterday? Do I got to teach this one first? Because remember, he found the what's called maktum bi alif one news that thing. Remember, he found that, so we had to teach that because he was. It's going to mess with my class.
It's okay.
It's no. We may have to do it again. Okay. No, it's not a bad thing though, because it's good. Because you're going to understand once you see the execution of it. So I'll say this: this ismul mawsul, utilizing ismul mawsul, the word alladhi, it connects two sentences, it turns it into what? One sentence. It connects two sentences and turn those two sentences into what? So much so that I was recommended, I was told in the teacher's manual to write it a certain way with different colors so that you guys can identify the execution of this principle. And for that reason, and because we kind of went over that one in last week, this is just kind of last class, and this is just an addition. Why not go to Islam Mosul? Do it on the strength of Abdul Aziz Low, bro. All right. Don't feel bad. Yes.
So you saying literally Ismail Mansour will be like, say I'm saying get the water and then it say Ismail Mansour and then something else.
Well,
literally that would.
I'm gonna show you literally what we're talking about. You ready? All right, come on. So Ismail Mosul is the third point, right, of the secondary part of lesson 9. And as I explained this, I'm going to ask Abdul Aziz to put his phone down, not unless it's an emergency, because this is kind of like for him. Is it an emergency?
I was posting the class.
Okay, you got to do that too. You got me.
It's for his intervention.
No, I understand. You working, that is important. I hope that he can do two things at the same time. Hopefully he can walk and chew gum at the same time. Okay. No, I see you do it all the time. So I'm gonna let you live. All right, because you are who you are. You have to do what you have to do. We appreciate you. All right, so come on, class. So Ism Mosul is point 3. You see it in the box 3. Or thalatha. It says al-ismul mawsulu mathalun. Mathalun. Right? Everybody with me? طيب. So it says, everybody after me say al-kitabu. Alladhi. Ala. Al-maktabi. Everybody say lil mudarrisi. Now, if you notice, the first word is in red. That's what we're talking about. That's the what? That's the subject. That's the subject. That's the mubtada. Yeah. Okay, it's mubtada one. It's the subject. Al-kitabu. The book. That's what we're talking about. Right? Now pay attention to this. Remember, I said it's used to make two sentences in the what? Right. Now, this can only be achieved if both these sentences have the same subject. If both these sentences have the same what? Subject. What are we talking about? Stay with me. We just said, everybody, al-kitabu, alladhi, al-maktabi, lil-mudarrisi. What actually it came from, all right, was, everybody with me, everybody say al-kitabu, lil-mudarrisi. Everybody say it again, al-kitabu, everybody say lil-mudarrisi. Now everybody say al-kitabu, al-maktabi. Everybody again, al-kitabu, alladhi, على المكتب للمدرس الكتاب للمدرس الكتاب على المكتب الكتاب للمدرس الكتاب على المكتب الكتاب الذي على المكتب للمدرس. Does everybody see that? Oh, so you did literally plus along with equals what, class? Plus equals. Really? Oh, is that what just happened? That's what just happened. Ismul what? Ismul Mosul. So you can literally check like the noun. You get the noun that connects if you wanted to go there, but just say Ismul Mosul. All right, and understand the execution that it means alladhi, which who. So if you translate this, al-kitabu, the book, right? Alladhi means what, guys? Which? Because the subject is what? We let it out. Because the subject is what, class? It doesn't have intellect. It's inanimate. So when it's inanimate, you translate alladhi as which. But when it's what? When it's animate and the subject is a person, then you translate alladhi as what? Who? Is everybody with me? Yeah. Go. I can't say it's that's asking me, is it like a no, yeah, that it's not. I haven't ever heard of the alladhi referred to as aqd. Right. There are certain other types of letters of aqd, and then it becomes ma'atuf ala ma qabla. But that's I never heard it referred to in that. But I understand. You just trying to you trying to understand. Yeah, yeah. It's all good because it does do that as a dua. I know stuff. Yeah. So alhamdulillah, but remember these conditions are a little bit different. The subject have to be the same, and right. Well, wow, you just smack anything together, just put wow in it, right? But with this case, the subjects have to be similar. You know. So let's keep going. All right. So we got this method on, and I think we could do this class. I think you guys got it. Right. Let's keep going. Come on up, guys. So now we want to put a check on this one. Right. But let's look at it first. Everybody with me? Everybody say al kitabu alladhi ala al kursiyyi li Muhammad li Muhammad li oh it should it's oh no that's wrong. Everybody say li Muhammad. Is everybody with me? All right, come on, let's keep going. So it says al kitabu li Muhammadin. What I was thinking about. Al kitabu ala al kursiyyi. al kitabu alladhi ala al kursiyyi li Muhammadin. al kitabu li Muhammadin. al kitabu ala al kursiyyi. al kitabu alladhi ala al kursiyyi li Muhammadin. Does everybody see this one? Two sentences now just became with the use of just like up here. All those things. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna just grab my book. All right, grab my book real quick. Hold on. Like I said, I'm talking. You're always welcome, my brother. You're always welcome. Now, okay. So, Muhammad, Sunday and Monday nights. Sunday and Monday nights. Hold on one sec, you guys. Got after Maghrib. Yeah. So really, one quick thing. Muhammad, I'm gonna need your book. Muhammad, I'm gonna need your book. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let me get this one. You know what? I like the black one. The black one's more cooler. Yeah. Everybody stay with me. All right. Y'all know whose book this is. Y'all know whose book this is, right? All right. This is a recommendation on how it should be taught. Pay attention. Everybody see Muhammad's book? All right. Okay. This is the desk. Right? Al-Kitab al-Maktabi. Al-Kitab al-Maktabi. This is not a desk. This is a kursi. Okay. This is one of my favorite beloved books. This is the 40 hadith with 10 added hadiths on. All right. All right. And this is known as Jami' Ulum al-Hikam. Famous book, the 40 hadith by Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali. My Sheikh Khalid Daddy would read this and read it over and over and over again. He said every time he read it, he got a different benefit. He would advise to read this over and over again. All right, and a lot of the smaller explanations of the 40 hadith, like Sheikh Abdul Muhsin Abbad's explanation, they refer back to this 40 hadith. Yeah. All right. Okay, so this is clearly whose book? It's my book. My book. All right. We had to wrestle with this right here. Okay. It's where? It's al kursi. Okay. So this book right here is what? Li Ammarin. All right. And that book over there is Li who? Li Muhammadin. Everybody got that? Okay, cool. So, okay, let's get into it. Okay. So it says limanil, all right? And when you have the iltiqa is-sakinain, it becomes permissible to not stop here because there's already a sukoon here on the what? On the al. So these two sukoons are in danger of meeting. Yeah, the one on the noon and the one on the land. Because remember, this actually is when it's in the middle of a sentence, it's written and not pronounced. So technically, and it's prohibited for two sukoons to meet one another. So the Arabs, what they do is they like assalam wa rahmatullah. Is that look, it's Rasul, yo, Bogey Moju, mashallah, ahlan wa sahlan. نحن نعرف أنت أبو مشغول بلا شك لكن نحن نحبك نعم نفضلك أن تكون موجود معنا حياكم الله. إذا لمن so لمن becomes what class? لمن it becomes what class? لمن الكتاب. Is everybody with me? Okay, طيب. So because those two sukoons that are about to meet, they can't meet. It's impermissible in the Arabic language. So it's permissible with Arabs that you write the kasra under the.
There's no.
In this, I believe so. No, go.
There's no exception to that rule that two sukoons can't meet.
No, and you'll see it in other different instances as well. Like, oh, okay. So now because they can't meet, it becomes permissible to pronounce the noon with the kasra. Gotcha. All right, and you'll keep seeing it. Like you'll see it a lot in the Quran. You'll see it. So like, oh, hadith. You'll see it without just Arabic in general. You'll see it. Like, okay. So again, it's the rule of the iltiqa is-sakinain. It's impermissible. So it becomes liman what? liman al-kitab alladhi ala al-maktabi. liman al-kitab alladhi ala al-maktabi class. liman al-kitab alladhi ala al-maktabi. liman al-kitab alladhi ala al-maktabi. So you'll say what class? Al-kitabu alladhi ala al-maktabi li Muhammadin. Is everybody with me? All right, so we just forced you to answer, but what a sentence that has alladhi in it. So now when you leave out the lesson, you should be popping this question off now. To force and practice and go back and forth with the person, your classmate, right? About what sentences that reflect this. Lesson 9. Is everybody with me? Everybody got that? Okay, cool. So again, one more time. لمن الكتاب الذي على المكتب. That's the question. The answer is what? L what? Mm-hmm. على الوات? لي. Does everybody got it? I'm glad you feel that way. نعم. طيب. I'm going to ask you last, Rasul. طيب. لمن الكتاب الذي على المكتب محمد. مرة أخرى. لمن الكتاب الذي على المكتب. الكتاب. ممتاز. طيب. لمن الكتاب الذي على المكتب. تفضل. الكتاب. لي. ممتاز. لمن الكتاب الذي على المكتب. تفضل. الكتاب. ممتاز. لمحمد. Don't be scared of the grammar. Show it to us. Flex that. هنا. طيب إن شاء الله. لمن الكتاب الذي على المكتب.
الكتاب على المكتب.
الكتاب الذي.
الكتاب الذي على المكتب لمحمد.
ممتاز. رسول. لمن الكتاب الذي على المكتب. ممتاز. واضح؟ Go. We'll talk about that in the future. You can say a lot of different things, but we're trying to this because of you. So anyway, you can say a lot of different things, and we're gonna get into that. But right now, we need you to respond to this and respond to this very well.
I just thought we went over it.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you feel that way. Now, when he works fast. You want to keep going. All right, be patient with your little brother. All right, y'all see me, right? But he got a point. We can do all that. He can say, al-kitab alladhi ala al-maktabi li. He could definitely say that. It's mine. He could say it's mine. Right? But that's not what we're doing right now. Okay. طيب لمن الكتاب الذي على الكرسي لمن right لمن الكتاب الذي على الكرسي right. And this we teach it like this because it's for the general class. It might be a class of 50 students. Everybody might be getting it and moving at different paces. طيب inshallah. So you want to stick to the generality of the way the class is generalized so that whoever needs to catch up can catch up. And whoever's already there, they're getting what? Affirmations. Oh, I really got it. I got it. And they're affirming that they got it. Yeah, I figured it was that. I'm glad you feel that. Well, we're trying. We're trying. You got to teach to every level. You feel what I'm saying? Not just one level. Because you definitely leave people. And they'll say, I just never got it that day, and I just never got it that day, and I don't know if I can come back. Right? That happens. Right? Okay. Are you still posting there? All right, well, then put that phone down there, young fellow. Oh, well, that's a little different. I apologize. I'm sorry. I won't mess up. I won't mess up no good food or nothing like that. I'm trying to, when the call comes, I'm trying to be included. All right. You know what I mean? So, everybody, it says, Liman al-kitabu alladhi ala al-kursiyyi. Liman what? Liman al-kitabu alladhi ala al-kursiyyi. Is everybody with me? طيب. I'm asking you now, Muhammad. Liman al-kitabu alladhi ala al-kursiyyi. طيب. لمن الكتاب الذي على الكرسي؟ ممتاز. لمن الكتاب الذي على الكرسي؟
الكتاب الذي على الكرسي لأمار.
ممتاز. لمن الكتاب الذي على الكرسي؟
الكتاب الذي على الكرسي لعمار.
ممتاز. So now you see the wisdom. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I could put a sentence together like this with alladhi in it, answering a question. It's useful, right? And now you got to make everybody else, when your classmates, answer you in this way using alladhi. Now, then when you read it inside of ad-dars at-tasi obah, right? It's going to pop out at you because you totally understand what's going on. Now, طيب. فبعد ذاك نكتب check. Now, we're going to do what class? We're going to write a check. We understand that. We're clear on that. We got the different variations. Let's move on to the what? To the first two points that are in what? Ad-dars at-tasi obah. And it is an-na'tu wal-min'ut. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. My long lost student, man. What's happening with you, man? Come here, man. Give me some love, man. MashaAllah. What's up with you, man? Alhamdulillah. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. أي نعم ما شاء الله وفيكم بارك الله. لا أعرف أنت أعطوا دائما يعني يتأخر شوي. قد يأتي مع شراب إن شاء الله. ممكن يأتي مع شراب. أنا مع ماء والعصير وهكذا. ممكن قهوة. ممكن يأتي بقهوة أنا لا أعرف. أي نعم ما شاء الله هو يحب ما شاء الهدية إن شاء الله. طيب لو يأتي مع هدية إن شاء الله سنستفيد. We will benefit if he brings it. All right, like we benefited last night? No, it was last night. Hey, everybody. So, and now to ma'al min'ut, al-mahalla bi'al. Right? So let's look at this. Let's look at this example. The noun that comes, a noun, and the min'ut has alif and lam. So now we have to utilize the noun to describe it that also has what, class? Alif and lam. Because the qa'idah still holds. The qa'idah still what, class? The qa'idah still holds. And the qa'idah, which should be up here, and did I forget to write it? No, here it is. Here it is. Everybody? Inna al-na'ta yattabi'u al-min'uta. And then min'uta. Everybody say fi tankini wa ta'ifi wa fil i'rabi. And then yesterday we did ta'nif in regards to gender. Now we're completing that with what, class? Where whether it is what? Nakiratun. The min'ut, because you got to look at the min'ut before you bring the naut in the end of the sentence. It's all about what's the min'ut looking like. is based off that. Then you bring the naut that matches it. Because in the nauta, right? More specifically, in the event that it's in regards to the technique of it, in regards to the what? Tenkir, meaning if it's nakira, and it's not doesn't have alif lam, right? Remember lesson 3. Come on. Right? Or ta'rif, lesson 3 again, meaning if it has alif lam. Then you what? You bring a naut that has what? Alif lam. Ma'rifa, right? Or if it's what? Wafi what? Wafi al-i'rabi, meaning if it has kasra, the min'ub, it takes kasra. If it has fatha, the min'ub, then it takes what? Fatha. If it has what class? Dhamma, then it takes what? The i'rab is what? Is the vowel ending. Is that what is what the intent with this is? You're looking at the vowel ending. Is everybody with me? So now with that, now you can what? You can slam dunk the now. You got it. You understand all the possible ways, and it's all based off of what? The naut following the min'ut. Take the naut, take it. Before you bring the naut, you take into consideration of that min'ut. Right? Is everybody with me? All right. So now let's look at some actual examples that had that executed in the actual sentences. Where's that at? Where's that at here? Let's look at it, class. Check it out. Everybody say mathalun. Say mathalun. Everybody say هذا مدرس جديد. هذا مدرس جديد. So if we look closely, class, the min'ut, look, it has what? Oh, so and it doesn't have alif lam, right? So if that's the min'ut, then the naut has to reflect that. It is sufficient to say هذا مدرس. You can literally say a period right there. But we wanted to describe the mudarris. We wanted to go a little further. We tired of these dry, basic 2-word sentences. I'm over them. Are you over them? Let's describe mudarris a little bit more. Let's describe them a little more with a naut that is appropriate. And say what? هذا مدرس جديد. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. But keep in mind, if the min'ut is not like that, and maybe the min'ut has an alif and lam, and we want to describe it a little further. Here the min'ut was the khabar. Here the min'ut is the what class? It's the mubtada. Can it come like that? I don't know. So, wow, here's an example of that. What class? Al-mudarrisi what? Al-mudarrisu what class? Al-jadidu. Oh. He could have just said the teacher. Is it fil fasli? But we wanted to describe Al-mudarrisu a little bit. Mention that he's a new teacher. Right? And where's he at class? Fil fasli. So here is the what class? Here is the khabar. Because we know that harf, right, harf in the ism majroor is a shubh jumla. In the shubh jumla is a khabar. It's the predicate. All right, class? Alhamdulillah, that's what we're here for, man. That's why we love you, young fella. Use that young brain. All right, Mubarak. Tawfiq, yeah. Is everybody with me? Everybody with me? Let's do it again. So again, this contrast of this type of sentence, looking at this type of, it's intentional. Because they need you to understand what? النعت مع منعوت بمحل بألف واللام, or النعت what? النعت المجرور. They want you to take a both in. And this is what's going on. Now, did the النعت المجرور come yet, time? No. It's come. We wanted to give you the now what in the min'ut محل بألف واللام. And that happened where, class? It happened here. Now, that happened there. Now, what about the now that's nakira? That happened where, class? Happened here. Before it was just words in the book, but we're gonna dissect it. Make sure we understand it. Now, the meanings of it, we know what this stuff means, but we need a deeper understanding of it. That's what we're here for. And we didn't even crack the book open yet for this part of lesson 9, but we will. Let's keep going, class. Everybody, هذا منديل نظيف. Where's the now? Where's the now? Okay. Where's the min'ud? Mumtaz. Is everybody agreement with him?
Oh, you said the not.
I said and now too. Yes. It's okay. Your brother answered for you. Tayyib. So and now too is where, class? Min'ud is where, class? Okay, come on, let's go. Everybody, al-mandilu. المنديل النظيف في الجيب المنديل النظيف في الجيب طيب أين النعت؟ أين النعت؟ أين النعت؟ class أين النعت؟ المنديل النظيف في الجيب أين النعت؟ ها؟ نظيف؟ ممتاز ممتاز. أين المنعوت؟ ممتاز. والمنديل ممتاز. وفي الجيب what؟ الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. نعم بسم الله. So I'll ask you, did the nout that is majroor, did it come yet? Not yet. It didn't come yet. Right? But we dealt with the nout that what? That was tankir. We dealt with the nout that was what? Ta'rif. Ma'arifa. Now, and we dealt with the nout, of course, that was ta'nif as well. We dealt with that yesterday. Right? We're still looking for the nout in majroor. Didn't come yet. It's coming. Come on, class. Everybody say, على المكتب قلم مكسور. أين النعت؟ أين النعت؟ رسول أين النعت؟ ممتاز مكسور. أين المنعوت؟ ممتاز. نعم. Remember the transition? Come on. We're coming from this side to this side. All right? He recommended that it be taught like that with these examples so that you could immediately see the execution of the principle that we talked about. That's why these examples must be brought first. So that when you finally look at it in the book, you know what's going on. There's no question. You have the deeper understanding. Let's keep going. Class after me. Al-qalamu. Al-maksur. Now, it was just what? It was just nakira. Now the min'ut and the na'at is what? Is ma'arifa. You got to see the transition. All right, come on. All right, everybody say, Li hamidan. Li hamidan. Li hamidan. Jay, alaikum. Kif al-hal? Kif al-mur? How you doing? You all right? You good? Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I just reached out to Abdul Rahim. I want to get you both the paperwork at the same time. All right, we have to get that janaza workshop done. And Rasul, I need you to contact me as well. It's a prison matter that's coming up. All right, that we need to get on top of. I'm sorry. I see Jad. I thought of it, and now seeing you. I'm sorry. So I want to make sure I mention it to both of you. It is on and popping now. We a month out from Ramadan, so it's all everything in one overdrive. Yeah, alhamdulillah, we won't. You know what's going on. You got to prepare for that ibadah. Oh no, I got it ready for you now. I just had a meeting and everything today. So we got told. I got a flyer and everything. Tell you, Everybody, al-qalamu,
القلم
al-maksuru,
المكسور
lihamidin.
لحامل
Does everybody see that? Everybody see that? Everybody see that? Good. طيب أين النعت?
نعت
You said what? You said qalam one? Okay, is it maksurun or al-maksur?
المكسور
Okay, I'm just checking. Come on now. أين المنعوت? قلم or al-qalam?
القلم
I'm just checking. I'm just checking. I'm being a little, trying to be, good teacher. Make sure you guys are identifying. Everybody after me. تحت
تحت
الكرسي
تحت الكرسي
حقيبة كبيرة.
حقيبة كبيرة
طيب أين النعت? Anybody, not Abdul Aziz. Anybody but Abdul Aziz and Rasul. Say it again. Kabira what? Kabira, kabirun or kabiratun? Because why? Because it's technique. Yes, it's some gender going on here, y'all. It's feminine and it's indefinite, right? And if it's gender or if it's feminine or it's indefinite, it can still we can still establish the proper noun because we took into consideration of what everything that's going on with the min'ud, because the noun follows the min'ud. For it to truly follow it, you have to look at the min'ud, then look at what's going on with it, then you bring the noun. ما قال هكذا فلا نتكلم هكذا ولا نتكلم بهذه التفسير نجي المستوى الأول. So anyway, but again, and it's recommended to teach it like this, shay'in for shay'in, bit by bit on purpose, right? He could have said, like he mentioned, those particular principles, just these, but he didn't bring it like that. Just like he could have been said, Num in the Sarf, but he also recommended not to bring that yet. He could have also went into Badal. And what is the Badal? But he said, don't bring that yet, because it is definitely coming. Most likely in book 3. But it's coming. Right? So he wants to shay'in fa shay'in because he understands that it is people from all over the world that never even studied Arabic before. Our community is a little bit different. We've been Edrumiyya and Tuhfa Alfiya and Qatan Nada. So we got some bits and pieces of a lot of different stuff. But this is for the person that has not ever, he just came, he got finished on the outfits, he can read now, and now he again, Dr. Fat saying, shay'in for shay'in, get bit by bit, do it like this. Tayyib inshallah. So by the time they graduate and they're ready to choose a college, they can exist with no problem. They will not be coming up for air. They're amphibious now. They're in the Arabic Ocean. All right? Is everybody with me?
Yeah.
All right. So that's why. But yes, what he said is true. Which word? Oh, yeah, that's right. I like the Arabic Ocean is serious. They always say it's the Arabic Ocean. Yes, you amphibious, man. Come on. Whatever we got to do to motivate. Remember, part of being an instructor is to motivate. Hey, now, if you leave in your class and you just feel like somebody that the opposite, he ain't doing his job. Y'all need to feel, you can't always be people. You got to get motivated sometimes. You're doing an amazing job, Steve. Yeah, I'm being, but at the same time, that is his job, though. Huh? That's his job. Sometimes he got to motivate you with a smack in the back. Sometimes he got to motivate you with a little pat. You got it. Let's keep going. All right. Just like yesterday, when certain people didn't turn up, I sent out messages that I was looking for you. All right. Who's that? Was that? It was Hassan? I was looking for Hassan, right? Wasn't Hassan hands down?
No, he's looking for Hassan.
Yeah, I was looking for Hassan. And then I was looking for who? I was looking for Sul, too. Who else were you looking for? This is being recorded. I just want you. I was looking for y'all. Because I love y'all. Tayyib, everybody, now we're looking for Abdullah. Tayyib, everybody. تحت الكرسي حقيبة كبيرة. أين النعت؟ Okay. أين المنعوت؟ حقيبة ممتاز. طيب. نعم. Everybody with me. Everybody say الحقيبة الكبيرة. Pay attention. Here it comes, y'all. Everybody, pay attention. Here it comes. للطالب الجديد. Lily, let me do y'all solid, as the old heads say. Let me do you a salad. Right? So you can see the execution of the principle. You see what color I put it in? You see it now? You see it? Lit talibil what class? Talibil what? Talibil jadidi. You see it? Now we have what class? And now to what? And now to the majroor. And now to the majroor. So based off of what? Lit talibi, we had to mention that he what? We had to give him a little adjective. He's what? He's al-jadidi. And you can't bring that except the what? You have to take into consideration of the what? Al-min'ud. So if al-min'ud is ending in kasra, and then there's ma'arifa bil-alif wal-la, then it also has to end in kasra and be ma'arifa bil-alif wal-la to successfully describe it. If not, you didn't do it right. If it's not like that, you didn't do it right. Because what class? The principle is what? In the nauta. The naut does what? It follows the min'ud. And when teaching it, you keep finding reasons to keep saying that principle. Is that clear? Because even if you understand the four matters or not, you still know that, well, all I got to do to succeed in this ocean, I just got to look at the min'ud, and then I know what to do. Even if you don't have those four reasons memorized, all you got to do is what? Look at the min'ud, and then accordingly you know what to do. Because the naut follows the min'ud. Is that clear? That is your survival kit. That's all you need. Look at the min'ud, here come the naut. Look at the min'ud, here come the naut. It's indefinite, no problem. It's definite, no problem. It's majroor, no problem. Feminine, no problem. Masculine, no problem. I just looked at the min'ud, that's how I did it. That's what he told us to do. Everybody with me? Now, let's keep going. Now, after we do this principle, they're going to give you what? Good questions. Good su'al, as'ila. So you could trigger your classmate to respond to you, to reply to you with sentences that have the naut and the min'ud in it correctly. Just like we did with the Libby, just like we did with Mudaf, just like we did with Hada, Ma Hada, Man Hada, Dalika. Same stuff. The system is what? It has like consistencies with it. Now, building this off of stuff you already knew. Now. And then you'll get the tafsil, the detailed what? Explanation at the time that you should be dealing with the detailed explanation. At this point, based off of what is recommended from how it should be taught, you don't need a super detailed explanation yet. You gotta what? Lay down your foundation so that you can do what? So that you can be ready to receive that detailed explanation. Is that clear? Right now, at this point, no disrespect, but you're a parrot. I ain't say parrot in Arabic, Russell. Anyway, you're a parrot. I'm playing, but I'm serious. Right there, don't look. I'm playing. Don't look. You can look if you want. Right? So that's who you are right now. Then once you parroted and memorized certain things that you're supposed to say, then the fahm, the understanding, the deeper understanding, you'll be ready to receive it. That huda, then Allah will come and you'll be like, oh, all right, I got it now. Now I'm ready for Mustawa Thani. Now I'm ready for Medina Book 2. Now I'm ready for Medina Book 3. And you better be ready when you're ready, when you're saying you're ready. Huh? Mustawa meaning level 2 and level 3 and level 4.
There's a fourth Medina?
Yes, it's a 4 level. It's a 2-year system. Every half a year is a level. I know, because you're only looking at Medina Book 1, 2, and 3 and forgetting all about the sister books and everything else. I hope that you're listening now. Of course, man. What do you think I'm here for? That was part of the agreement when I got accepted to the University of Medina, to go back and teach it to y'all. It's my job. Had to know, right? So Rasul drove me to the airport just because he liked me. You better bring it back. Yo, I'm playing, but I'm dead serious, cuz. As soon as I did come back, what's up, man? We having class? Like, ask them. You don't believe me? Ask them. They treated me. They did me like that, cuz. You thought it was free. You better teach you something. So anyway, come on. Everybody with me. Now, that is the agreement of the student. Like, he get a free ride on everything. It's full scholarship. But so that you can go back and teach your country wherever you. Nick's just a Philly thing, all right? No, it's the world, so that you can go wherever you from in the world and teach what? And teach what you learned in Medina. Is that clear? Google Medina book. Google the teaching of Medina books. Watch how many countries people teaching Medina book, the Medina books. They teaching this book all over the world because they left, went back to their countries, and they got to teach it. My man, Akbar Ali was in my class. We alhamdulillah, he came to me. We were studying the language program. You know what he came and said to me the first time I met him? Because I used to ask Sheikh Khalid Daddy and other people who like teachers that was straight, that was actually scholars. I would ask them different questions about the minhaj and stuff like that, and I would get them going. Like the Sheikh started, he would go and throw a scarf back and say, "Well, since the brother Ammar asked me, then we could talk about." He would just go into the whole Arabic has turned to something else, right? So, so Akbar Ali, he came to me and he asked me. He said, "Brother Ammar, what he so what he said?" He said, "Are you Salafi?" You know what I said to Akbar Ali? I said, "Is you Salafi?" Then after that, alhamdulillah, the Mauritius is like an island. It's close to another beautiful island called Seychelles. You guys ever heard of Seychelles? Beautiful islands, right? Because it's like off in the Indian Ocean, off the coast of Africa. That's where they were from. Yeah, and they were, mashallah, they were strong, man, mashallah. Strong. We turn to the right, turn to the left in the class with the ulama, you see a student or two from Mauritius. Yeah, yeah, mashallah, good brothers, man. And Seychelles as well, and like that. Come on. So, class, let's keep on. So, again, Ain al-Na'tu. Ain al-Na'tu. Again, I'll read it again. Al-Haqibatu al-Kabiratu lit-Talib al-Jadidi. Ain al-Na'tu. ممتاز. الجديد الجديد. أين المنعوت? I need you to read that. Come on. Li or lit? Okay, come on now. I want you guys to act like you went through Medina book 1 lesson 3. Come on. Everybody after me. Deftaru. Now, how do you read that, class? Deftaru. What class? Bila what? Bila lin. Mudaf ilayhi. Russell, you got parrot? No problem. You listen, like Hassan and Warsky told me. Go to Chat GPT. Watch you find it. So everybody, deftaru bilalin. Deftaru bilalin. Yeah, but now you guys see what's going on. All right, because everybody here studied lesson 5 Medina book 1. Lesson 5 Medina book 1. Aywa. Yeah, Mumtaz, and it's working, y'all. Look, it's working. He clocked in. Oh, I know what that's about. That's what I want. The goal of every lesson you should know. Now, that is the key to open up the door of the whole entire lesson. So, deftaru what class? Bilalin. So, deftaru is what? Mudaf. Bilalin is mudafu ilayhi. Ainam. So, deftaru li bilalin. So, the deftaru, the notebook belongs to who? Belongs to Bilal. Let's keep going. Ala what class? Everybody, ala al-kursiyi. Kursiyil, what class? Maksuri. Now they hit us with that one when the knot was majhur. Now they can't stop. There's some more. You see it? Tayyib. Ain't a nautu. Ain't a nautu. Ain't a nautu. Al-maksuri. Ain't al-man'utu. Mumtaz. Class after me. Kitabul Mudarrisi على المكتب الكبير. أين النعت؟ أين النعت؟ You funny. I heard that. أين النعت؟ عبد العزيز. ممتاز حسن. أين المنعوت عبد العزيز؟ ممتاز حسن and عبد العزيز. Say class after me. أين الكتاب الجديد? Now here on out, it's all these what? It's as'ila. It's what? It's as'ila. Oh, you in hands where? Okay, that I'm looking at Tiger. Where's the parrot? Over here. Wow, what a word. Check it out, y'all. Babagha. Was that babagha? Babagha on? Yeah, babagha on. That's a parrot, y'all.
You said parrot, right?
I did. No, I did. So look. It said everybody babaghaun. Nice. Jazakumullah khair. I don't know if you want to go by that. Baba, what class? Ga on. I'm going to use this in my. I'm now from here on out. When I tell people, I'm gonna say you're a Baba Ga on and figure out what that is. Yup. Hey, nah. That's what you're doing. You're repeating that to the teacher. Ain't now Baba Ga. Baba Ga on. That means what class? Parrot. I like that. That thing sound like real interesting. You are Baba Ga on. What's that? Hey, nah, barakallahu fikum. Parrot. Baba Ga. What? Yeah, right. What you say to me? I'm a what? Baba Ga on. Right? That, if you don't understand what's the mission, if you don't understand what you need to be doing, the assignment, this is the assignment. Huh? We tell you what to say. You say that, and you say that. Come on. Everybody, Kitab al-Mudarrisi. Ala al-Maktab al-Kabiri. Now we're going to get into the as'ila. Now we're going to get into the questions. Everybody. Aina al-Kitab al-Jadidu. Now you have to answer with the what class? With the noun. Everybody. Al-Kitab al-Jadidu. في الحقيبة الكبيرة. Right? Ain't a naut. Ain't a naut. All right. Where's the first naut in the answer? Where's the first naut? Okay. Al Jadid do. Al Jadid do. Where's the first min'ut? Okay. Alhamdulillah. Now, tell you where's the second naut? Al-Kabira. Al-Kabirati. It is definite and it's feminine. Now, okay. طيب, where is the second min'ut? Al-Haqibati. Al-Haqibati. Fi is, of course, something else. طيب, class, after me. أين القلم المكسور? القلم المكسور في الحقيبة الكبيرة. Is everybody clear? Okay, tell you after me, class. أين المنديل الوسخ؟ المنديل الوسخ في جيب كبير. I'm not sure why would you have a dirty in your big pocket, but I guess that's for dirty handkerchief stuff. All right, why is it dirty is the question. So anyway, did he blow his nose? Did he wipe something up? But is everybody clear? All right. Have fun, understand, benefit. Don't be shy. Try to use it. Make mistakes, and go over it. Make this that which is foreign. Make it something that is not foreign because you got so used to it. Because you keep what? You keep going over it and over it and going over it and going over it and going over it. So now we took again a very detailed look every time that we read the now and the minhut in the complete sentences, even the questions and the answers. So now when you read it in the second part of lesson 9, it's going to pop out at you and it's just going to be a confirmation that you what? That you understand what's going on. And when you feel like you understood, and we hope that you feel like that, then we're going to challenge that and ask you questions to confirm that you really do understand.
You know what takes getting used to?
What?
How we speak the opposite, like the not comes after.
Now, he mentioned a very good point with regards to this lesson. Because in English, we bring the adjective first. But in Arabic, we bring the what? We bring it later. It's delayed. A lot of times the last a word of the sentence, you know? But as we say, that is what is correct, and we don't say that it is backwards. You know, we don't say that. Rather, the English is backwards. I'll say that. In the Arabic, it's correct. You know, and we can bring all types of adilla for my statement. All right, is everybody clear? Everybody good? All right, so that's what he wanted to go over, and what he recommended on how we should bring to you so that you could have the necessary understanding of lesson 9. Tayyib? So now what we need to do is we need to open up the book. Open up the book, all right, for the second part of lesson 9. All right, for the second part of lesson 9. Right? All right, everybody with me? Everybody with me? Is everybody with me? All right, tayyib. Now, Ain't no. And make sure that you add on exercise number 4 from yesterday. Make sure you do that, which is on page 49. Make sure you do exercise 4, all the exercise, and whoever wasn't here, you guys have to do all the exercises of lesson 9. Everybody has to do it. They've been due. Yes, they were due. They're due now. All right. All right. And make sure for this part, the second part, the whole there, is due before next class. It's okay. It's all right. Alhamdulillah, bus. You'll get it done, inshallah. All right. All right. Everybody after me. Abdullah. Abdullah, you shut up. When talk about Da'im and Musta'id. He's always ready, y'all. And so I need y'all to ask him in Arabic, how does he keep his hat tilted but it doesn't fall? How does he keep it tilted without falling like that? So how can that? Come on, y'all. Everybody ready? Come on. All right, we're almost done. All right. أين المدرس؟ هو في الفصل. Basic sentence, basic question and answer. Then what happens? Then they turn it up. They give you basic, which you understood, which you've been understood in previous lessons. Then he adds to it with the what? With the adjectives. Let's keep going. Everybody. وأين المدرس الجديد؟ He jumped right into it. You see it? Right? You see it, class? هو عند المدير. أين الطالب الجديد؟ ذهب إلى المكتبة. من ذلك الرجل الطويل الذي خرج الآن من المدرسة؟ So in that sentence is what? Ism al-mawsul. So before you might then understand, why is it so long like that? Well, because technically it's what? It's 2 sentences, right? That's been made into 1 sentence with the use of what? Of alladhi. Naam? Alhamdulillah, now you know. Class, هو المدير الجديد. It says ومن الولد الصغير الذي خرج الآن من الفصل. Everybody, yeah. هو ابن المدير الجديد. هو ابن المدير الجديد. لمن تلك السيارة الجميلة؟ come on. لمن تلك السيارة الجميلة? Come on, class. Connect it all, read it all, understand it all at the same time, simultaneously. You should be reading and understanding, because that's the goal. At the same time, without even questioning what's going on, because you understand what's going on. Now, you're reading with the intent to understand why you're reading when you're reading it. Let me translate. No, you understand it. What you need to translate it for? You understand it in Arabic. Keep going. هي للمدير الجديد. هي للمدير الجديد. Everybody. لمن هذا الكتاب الكبير؟ أهو للمدرس؟ لا، هو للطالب الجديد. أين الملعقة الصغيرة؟ هي في الكوب. أين الكرسي المكسور؟ Why would he even want a broken chair? Anyway, هو هناك.
So it's there?
Huh?
It's there over there.
It's where, class? It's where? هناك. This is what? This is اسم إشارة للمكان. This is the pointing now for the what? For the location. The location is what? بعيد. So we translate it to what? Over there.
We translate it over there. Okay.
Yeah, not هنا. هناك. أين عبد الله؟ هناك. أين عبد العزيز؟ هنا. عبد العزيز هنا. عبد الله هناك. نعم. طيب. نعم. قال مؤلف رحمه الله. The مؤلف, may Allah have mercy upon him, he mentioned في تمرين الأول. He said what? He said اقرأ واكتب. He said what, class? Read and write. You said what? Read and write with the vowels. At least the vowel endings. That's what I need. Turning the page. Turning the page. Now, it says imla. It says what class? Imla. That means what class? You fill in. And it says imla fil farag. Fill in the what? Fill in the blank spaces. All right? Fill in the what? Fill in the blank spaces. Fima yali. From what follows? B-O bin nauti. With a what class? With a naut. You know what that means. Bin nauti alladhi bain al-qawsayn. All right? With the naut, the adjective that is between the two parentheses, ba'da tahliyatihi. After adding to it what class? Alif lam. After adding to a what class? Alif lam. So if you look under this, all of those words between the two parentheses, they're indefinite. They don't have alif lam attached to it. So they want you to do what class? They want you to add it to these words. And then put it in the what? And then put it in the blank space. So your answers is over there on the parentheses. You see? That's the word jadidun. So then you're going to turn jadidun to what class? Al-jadidu. And then you're going to add it to the sentence. And inshallah, it's going to make sense. And it just might, from what we're seeing, it's going to be the what class? It's going to be the naut. All right? Always take a peek at that min'ud. Make sure you're right. Because you just making it ma'rifah as a part of it. You have to take into consideration of the vowel endings as well. That might get you. Is everybody clear? Okay, I need you to drop down after understanding. You have to do exercise 2. After exercise 1, we want to look at exercise number 3. Exercise number 3 is all about what? It's all about qira'ah. It's all about just reading. All you have to do is what, class? Read. All right? And all you have to do is what? Just read. All right? And just want to make sure we're going to let Abdullah know. Although he's up there, he's still in class. When he's in class or outside of class, he still has to do that work. Naam. We missed him yesterday. No swell yet. One second. So it says what class? From 1 through 5, it has underlined the Ism al-Mawsul. I want you to pay attention, take into consideration of the Ism al-Mawsul. All right? And I want you also to look at the number one class. What? Number 1, the subject is what? It's lil aqili. It's what? It's a subject that has what? Intellect. It's lil aqili. It's a subject that has what class? Intellect. So again, الطالب الذي خرج من الفصل الآن من إندونيسيا. Right? Is everybody clear? Okay, cool. And الذي has both sentences together. But if we wanted to separate the sentence, we could say الطالب خرج من الفصل. And then we could say الطالب, right? الطالب, hold on for a second. الطالب الذي خرج من الفصل الآن. Right. We could say الطالب what class? من إندونيسيا. So both sentences, one sentence is الطالب من إندونيسيا. And the other possible sentence is what? الطالب خرج من الفصل الآن. Is that clear? But instead of separating it, we made it into one sentence by using alladhi. Can everybody see that? All right. And that's something, anytime you have a sentence with alladhi, that you should be able to do and see and do it with no problem, with ease. Is that clear? All right. So we're going to close out here. We appreciate everybody coming out. We read the lesson. We went over the explanation. And yes. Oh, and who is?
Yeah, I mean, when you say 1, 2, you have this one can look at will be like Fatha.
Right.
But here is Fatha.
Yeah. Then in that case, when it's not min and it's men, that's when you switch out it being a fatha or kasra. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If it's and if it's min, minal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, jazakumullah khair. Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, is everybody clear? Okay. Officially now, you guys are responsible for the vocabulary words from lesson 10. You guys are officially on what? On lesson 10. Halfway through the book. Alhamdulillah. After 10, know and understand that lesson 11 is the midterm. All right? And that is what is recommended in the book. At lesson 10, lesson 11 is the midterm. And when you get to lesson 10, if you take a peek and look at lesson 11, you'll see it's a whole story. And the story and inside the story is everything that you've been studying since lesson 1. If you can read it then alhamdulillah, you learned what you needed to learn. If you get into lesson 11 and you can't read it, class, if you get into lesson 11 and you can't read it, class, then yeah, you need to tighten up. Now, and it's easy to do that. وبارك الله فيكم وجزاكم الله خير وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. All right, class.
Can I ask you for that?
Anything.
The word you use for level?
For what?
You said level 2.
Yeah, it's on the front of your